Welcome back, you global soul. In part 1, we explored cultural adaptability, the traits that help you adjust and engage. Now in part 2, we're turning the dial up. This is where we separate the tourists from the cultural whisperers. Let's talk about cultural intelligence, or CQ for short. Cultural intelligence is your ability to recognize, interpret, and respond effectively to people from different cultures. In other words, can you read the room even when the room speaks another language? Think of it like emotional intelligence, but for cross-cultural interactions. And spoiler, it's not about memorizing customs. It's about reading people and adapting your behavior without losing yourself in the process. Let's break down the key components of cultural intelligence. 1. Cultural awareness step 1 is noticing that culture is always present. That rude gesture. That might not be rude here. That silence in a meeting. It might mean deep respect, not boredom. That yes, it might actually mean no, but in a polite way. Cultural awareness means knowing there are invisible rules, unspoken expectations, and not assuming your way is the default. It's the opposite of cultural arrogance. It's intellectual humility and curiosity in action. And speaking of action, please smash that like button so this adaptable expat can help others adapt. 2. Interpretation skills awareness is noticing the signals. Interpretation is knowing what they mean. This takes practice. You start to recognize when someone is uncomfortable, even if they're smiling. You notice that a head nod doesn't always mean agreement. It might mean, I hear you, but I disagree politely. You learn to read tone, posture, spacing, and silence like a cultural detective. You don't jump to conclusions. You slow down. You watch. You ask. This is one of the most valuable expat skills and one of the least taught. 3. Strategic flexibility. Once you've understood what's happening, cultural intelligence asks, what will you do about it? You don't just interpret. You respond in a way that's respectful, effective, and contextually appropriate. It might mean accepting that negotiation here starts with T, not a contract. It's about knowing how to be yourself within a new cultural script. And yes, that sounds hard, but it's also incredibly rewarding. Because every time you adapt, you're building trust. And trust is the currency of every culture. 4. Reflective mindset. Culturally intelligent people don't just wing it. They reflect. After a tough interaction, they don't blame the culture. They ask, what did I miss? Or, what could I try differently next time? They journal. They talk to mentors. They do web searches obsessively. They're not fragile. They're learners. And that makes them not just smarter expats, but better humans. 5. Cross-cultural empathy, the crown jewel of cultural intelligence. Empathy. It's one thing to notice differences. It's another to feel what someone else might be experiencing in their own cultural context. You don't have to agree with everything, but you can respect it. And in that respect, you build bridges, real ones. Because people can sense when they're being judged and when they're being understood. Empathy transcends language. It translates across every border. So, how's your CQ? Quick check. Do I pause before reacting in unfamiliar situations? Do I adapt my tone or approach based on cultural cues? Do I seek to understand before I explain? Do I learn from cultural missteps, not just complain about them? Do I feel energized, not threatened, by different ways of thinking? If you answered yes, then friend, you've got cultural intelligence. And if not, good news. Like adaptability, CQ is trainable. Start slow, observe more, reflect often, and above all, stay open. Because the more you grow in cultural intelligence, the more you realize being an expat isn't just about where you live. It's about how you relate to others, to the world, and to yourself. Your passport gets you there, but cultural intelligence keeps you sane. And now, smash that subscribe button like it's a mosquito in your Hanoi apartment And stick around for more culture shock confessions, awkward expat wisdom, and spicy survival tips. Thanks for taking this journey with us, from curiosity to connection, from homesickness to belonging, from confused newbie to culturally intelligent global citizen. This is the Adaptable Expat. And you? You're more ready than ever.